Welcome to Mongolia, a land of ancient traditions and breathtaking landscapes. Today, we dive into one of the most vibrant and culturally significant festivals in the country, the Nadam Festival. Join us as we embark on an immersive journey into the heart of Mongolian culture. Nadam is the most widely watched festival among Mongols and is believed to have existed for centuries in one fashion or another. It has its origin in the activities such as military parades and sporting competitions such as archery, horse riding and wrestling that followed the celebration of various occasions, including weddings or spiritual gatherings. It later served as a way to train soldiers for battle and was also connected to Mongols' nomadic lifestyle. Mongolians practice their unwritten holiday rules that include a long song to start the holiday, then a Bilgi dance. Traditional cuisine, or kushua, is served around the sports stadium, along with a special drink made of fermented horse milk, airag. The three games of wrestling, horse racing, and archery are recorded in the 13th century book The Secret History of the Mongols. During the Qing dynasty's rule, Nadam became a festival officially held by Sums. It began to be held annually in 1639, with a dance festival dedicated to the high saint Zanabeza. In this festival of Shurit White Lake, Bok Lama won in wrestling, and Bonka Dona's horse won the championship. In 1772, a great festival was held to worship Kenti Mountain. It is called the Festival of 10 Governments. In 1912, the 10 Government Games, which used to be played with losing points, became an annual state game. Until the death of Bogd Khan in 1925, the 10 Government Festival became a state festival. 10 government games have been held 125 times. For hundreds of years though, this trio of events, archery, horse riding and wrestling, was believed to have been integral to building important skills for the region's nomads, as well as Mongolian soldiers. According to some historical accounts, in the early 13th century, after Genghis Khan defeated his enemies and ruled over the Mongol tribes, he held the games as a celebratory event. Providing evidence of this, the stele of Genghis Khan, a stone dating back to the 1200s bearing the first known Mongolian script, depicted a nobleman named Yesunj, who managed to shoot a target with an arrow from a distance of more than 500 meters. In 2010, Nadam was added to the UNESCO list of the intangible cultural heritage of humanity. Mongolian Nadam is inseparably connected to the nomadic civilization of the Mongols, says the UNESCO inscription. The three types of sports are directly linked with the lifestyles and living conditions of the Mongols, and their transmission is traditionally undertaken through homeschooling by family members, although formalized training regimens have recently developed for wrestling and archery. The rituals and customs of Nadam also accentuate respect for nature and the environment. The multi-day national Nadam holiday was extended from 3 to 5 days by the Mongolian government in 2020, and much of the country shuts down during this period. Nadam is also one of the most popular times for international travelers to visit Mongolia, with more than 11,000 foreigners coming specifically to see the games in 2019, according to local news reports citing government statistics. The country received about 637,000 international travelers in total that year. In addition to the major festivities held in Ulaanbaatar, there are Nadam games of different scales held across Mongolia in the countryside. Many tour companies offer these as an alternative. Travelers headed for the main Nadam festival at the National Stadium can expect a massive party with an opening ceremony, parades, performances and, of course, the games, to be held in Ulaanbaatar over a few days. The opening ceremony is a grand celebration that showcases the best of Mongolian dance, music and other cultural traditions. One particularly special event that takes place during this event is the Parade of the 9 White Banners. Horse riders in traditional attire march into the stadium hoisting a banner attached to a pole with white horsetail hairs on top. According to nomadic expeditions, the white banners were carried during peace negotiations and festivals since the time of Genghis Khan. Today, the 9 white banners are a sacred emblem of Mongolia and are usually kept in the State House. Most of the games are open to participants of all ages and genders, except for wrestling. Male athletes only. In Ulaanbaatar, hundreds of the nation's top wrestlers compete for 2 days in 9 untimed single elimination rounds. There are no age limits, no time limits, and certainly no size limits in competition, says Nomadic Expeditions on its website. It is not uncommon to see a David and Goliath style match, often with the smaller guy winning. Multiple competitions happen at the same time as athletes, dressed in a hat, a shoulder vest and shorts, pair up and try to throw their opponents to the ground. A competitor loses if any parts of their body other than their hands and feet touch the ground. The main archery competitions take place next to the National Stadium, at the National Archery Field, over several days. In one style of event, for example, the archers shoot their arrows toward a series of leather targets on the ground. Those who hit the most win. Meanwhile, the horse race competitions are held at fairgrounds outside Ulaanbaatar. These long-haul races test the horses' endurance, and the animals are primarily ridden by child jockeys. Though the sport is part of the country's heritage, the age of the riders has attracted criticism in recent years, leading the government to amend related regulations to improve safety standards surrounding the sport. At the end of each race, the crowd rushes forward to surround the winning horse. Why? The sweat of the winning horse is said to be lucky. Visitors to any of the Naadam festivals are going to eat well. Vendors and markets pop up outside each of the game venues in each province. In between the games, spectators would be wise to grab a kushua, a round deep-fried meat dumpling that is the unofficial snack of Naadam, from a street vendor nearby. Thank you so much for joining us on this incredible journey into the Naadam festival in Mongolia. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more captivating content like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. By subscribing, you stay updated with our latest adventures, cultural explorations, and immersive experiences from around the world. Subscribing to our channel not only helps us continue creating high-quality content, but also ensures that you never miss out on our upcoming videos. We have so much more in store for you, including in-depth travel guides, cultural festivals, and unique traditions from various countries. So, whether you're a travel enthusiast, culture lover, or simply curious about the world, subscribing to our channel is your passport to a world of exploration. We can't wait to have you as part of our community. Remember, click that subscribe button now and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thank you for your support, and we'll see you in our next adventure.